And we're starting in our child's pose. So you can take your knees wide and extend your arms forward. And just take a few deep breaths in through the nose. Relax the jaw, relax the shoulders. Good. Exhaling any stagnant air in the body. And you can start to add a little movement, walking the hands over to the right side. Deep breaths as you move your hands over to the left. And just gently start to find a rhythm, a gentle sway side to side, maybe holding anywhere that feels like it needs an extra stretch. Breathing fully and deeply. Maybe lifting your wrist off the mat to really grip the fingers down and expand through the side ribs. Take another deep breath. And once you're even, make your way back into your neutral child's pose, hands forward. And we're gonna invite some movement into the hips. On your inhale, lift hips up, shoulders over the wrist. And then exhale to sink the hips back down. And take a few of these, inhaling and exhaling. Maybe starting some ujjayi breathing in the back of the throat, creating a little bit of constriction so that you kind of feel the texture of the breath. You hear that oceanic sound. And on your next inhale, feel free to add a little dip of the hips down if that feels okay for your back, for a deeper stretch across the belly and chest. Just an optional addition if you just want to add some more movement and it feels safe for your body. Stay with the breath, maybe even closing the eyes and really feeling the body move, feeling the breath move through the body. And take one more cycle, meeting back in your child's pose, relaxing the hips, relaxing the shoulders. And if you close the eyes, you can kind of feel that shadow of movement rolling through the body. Little cells of the body waking up. Take another deep breath here. And then gently inhale to rise up into your tabletop position. Walking the wrist back, wrist under shoulders, knees under hips. And then on your inhale, we're going to reach the right arm forward, palm facing the ground, fingertips extended. Good, and you can hold here or add the left leg, reaching back if you want more of a core work. Flexing that left foot, inner left thigh spinning to the sky. Inhale and feel everything elongate in the body. On your exhale, we're going to slide the right elbow in and back for a scapular squeeze. Feel that right shoulder blade squeeze in. Inhale, extend, lift the belly button. Exhale, squeeze and slide it in. Inhale. And exhale, neck is long, ribs squeeze in. Inhale. And exhale. Good. Inhale. And this time exhale, tuck and curl to center. Lift the belly button, left knee into the chest. Inhale, reach. Exhale, squeeze it in and up. Inhale, extend. Exhale, elbow to hip, knee to chest. Inhale. Exhale, take one more big squeeze. And inhale, release the right hand down, left knee down. And then swivel the left arm to the sky to release the left wrist. Take a few rolls. Opening and closing the fingers. Look down at the right hand, take some back strokes with that left arm. Good. And then reach that left arm back up high. And exhale, twist the left arm under the right arm. Left temple comes down onto the mat or onto a block if the floor feels far away, maybe a pillow. Good. And then that right hand, you can keep it in front of the face. Lean your left hip to the left. Maybe you can clasp your hands and straighten the right elbow for a deeper twist. If you'd like, you can go for a bind by reaching the right hand up and back and reaching for the left thigh. Take a few deep breaths, whatever arm variation that makes you feel the most secure in your practice. Take a few more smooth inhales, smooth exhales. Stretching through the shoulders, the spine. And then gently release right hand down and left hand down. Back into your tabletop position. From here, inhale, drop the belly, lift the chest. Exhale, tuck and curl the spine, scoop the belly, push into the mat. Inhale, open. And then exhale, tuck and curl. Inhale, and this time we're going to rotate the spine to the right and curl it up into cat. Ribs go to the left and drop down into cow. Good. Take a few more of these circles around the room, inviting the spine to open in all different angles, moving the shoulders, moving the hips. And then roll the other direction. Maybe closing the eyes and again, inviting your attention inward, experiencing how the body moves, how it feels when it moves a certain way. And then bring your spine back to neutral. And this time you're going to extend left arm up by the ear, palm facing down, elbow extended. And you can stay right here or extend and add that right foot hovering up. Spinning the right inner thigh to the sky, lifting the belly button, stitching those ribs together under the sternum. On your exhale, glide that left elbow in and back. Feel the neck grow longer on the squeeze. Inhale. Exhale, squeeze it in. Inhale, soften the chin in and exhale to squeeze. Inhale, right inner thigh spinning up. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, this time we're going to curl into center, knee into chest, elbow into hip. Inhale. Exhale, lift and push into the mat. Inhale. Exhale, squeeze it in. Inhale to elongate. One more big squeeze. Inhale, open. Release your hand, release your knee, and then twist your right arm to the sky, roll through that wrist. Open and close the hand. And you can look down at the left hand and take some back strokes with that right arm, full circles. Staying with your smooth breaths. Reach your right arm back up high, and then exhale, twist right arm under the left arm, right temple onto the mat or some kind of support, and then take whatever arm variation you did on the other side. So again, left hand can stay in front of the face. You can clasp and straighten that left elbow, or you can go for a bind, reaching that left hand up and back behind you. And then that left hip you're going to notice wants to scooch over to the left, so draw it to the midline, add a little bit of that counter resistance, lift through the heart, pull that right hip over to the right, aligning the spine for a deeper twist. Make sure you can still breathe all the way in and out. And slowly release. Left hand down, right hand down, back into your tabletop position. From here, you're going to keep your knees and hips aligned. And then just walk your hands forward and take extended puppy dog pose to stretch through the chest. Good, hands root in the ground. If you want to have a little more space for a deeper stretch, you can also lift your wrist off the mat, grounding the fingertips so that there's more room for the chest to reach if your body feels more open today. Energize the elbows for 3, smooth breath, 2, and 1. Gently release. Walk the hands back. Make sure the wrist is about 2 inches in front of the shoulders. Curl the toes under, and we're gonna move into downward facing dog. Straighten the legs, lift the hips, and then pedal out the feet. Stretching out behind the knees, the calves. Open through those hamstrings. And then sink those heels down, lift the tailbone. Feel that same energy in the inner thighs, like you did when you were floating the leg up. Energize the quads. Inhale, pull forward into your plank pose. Shoulders over the wrists. You might need to wiggle the toes back. Exhale, without moving the hands or feet, shift it back into downward facing dog, heels towards the ground. Inhale. Plank pose, wide collarbones. Exhale, shift downward facing dog. On your next inhale, lift up into the toes. Exhale, bend the knees, step or walk up to the top of the mat for a forward fold. Inhale, lift up to your flat back. Energize the glutes. Exhale, release and fold back down. Inhale, you're gonna reach your arms up. Press your hands together, clasp your hands, flip your palms to the sky, and on your exhale, just add a little tilt over to the right. Take a deep breath here, keep those elbows energized, pull the belly button into the spine. Inhale back up to center, exhale over to the left. Take another deep breath here, and come back up to center. Release the hands, exhale to fold it forward. Inhale, lift the chest. And then exhale, plant the hands. You can move your legs back into plank. And you can move into down dog or take your vinyasa. Exhale, lower to half push-up. Inhale, upward facing dog or low cobra. And exhale, flip it, downward facing dog. Feel the neck grow long, head is heavy, shoulder blades reaching up to the tailbone. Smooth, even breaths. Good. Inhale, pull forward into your plank. Exhale, shift downward facing dog. Inhale, plank, wide collarbones. Exhale, shift it back. Inhale, lift up into the toes. Exhale, bend the knees, step or walk up to the top of the mat. Inhale, lift the chest, elongate the spine. Exhale to fold it back down. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Clasp the hands. This time you're going to interlace all the fingers except the pointer and thumb, so you've got that internal rotation of the shoulder. And then exhale, tilt over to the right. So now we're getting more into that space behind the armpit. Take another deep breath. Inhale, grow long. Keep those elbows strong as you exhale and tilt over to the left. Deep breath. And inhale, come back to center. Exhale, release the hands, fold forward, Uttanasana. Forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway. On your exhale this time, extend your left leg back, right leg stays in front. We're gonna release your left knee to the ground and release the toes. If this is too hard on your knees, you can also take your mat and just fold it so that you've got double cushioning for that knee. So you can rise up into your low crescent pose. Good, so that right foot is grounded. Squeeze your left glute forward, press your right knee out. From here, grab your left wrist, pull up and over to the right. And as you pull, don't think about how far you can tilt, think about how long you can grow. Keep that elongation as you swivel your chest to the right, keep squeezing the left glute. And then now add the tilt, gazing down at the right edge of your mat. You're gonna feel a very strange stretch in your psoas, maybe feeling the inner thigh stretch and how it connects into the low back on the left side. Take another deep breath here, growing up and out of the hip. And gently release. Inhale, long spine, arms to the sky. Exhale, open twist to the right. Right arm goes back, left arm goes forward, shoulder blades slide down. Inhale, back up. Exhale, fold the hands down, frame the right foot. You're gonna lift the back knee up off the floor, spin the left heel down, and open up to your warrior two. Right heel in line with the left arc of the foot. Good. Arms are still energized. Fingertips expanding out. Deep bend in that right knee. Let's actually inhale and straighten the right leg. Feel the weight go into the right toe mound. Exhale, bend and push your heel into the ground. Feel that energy anchoring. Reach the right arm forward and then exhale, reverse warrior. Still feel that right heel pushing into the ground. Notice how it forces you to squeeze that right outer hip as you press the right knee out. Deep breath here. And inhale, back to warrior two. Re-straighten the right leg. And you can wiggle your left foot in a little bit for triangle pose if that feels comfortable. And you want to make sure that right knee isn't locked. Mini, mini bend. And reach, reach, reach your right arm forward. And find triangle pose. You can rest your hand on your thigh. Maybe you can float it inside the calf. Push into the right toe mound. Feel the left arm expand. Feel the side rib here. There tends to be a curve. See if you can flatten it by elongating the right side of your ribs. Feeling strong and long. Take another deep breath. Widen the collarbones. Slide those shoulders away from the ears. And then inhale to rise back up. Exhale, deep bend in that right knee. Reach the right arm forward. Exhale, one more reverse warrior. In your reverse warrior, maybe this time you could bend the right elbow, take the right hand behind your head, and then lean your head back into the right hand for a deep stretch across the pecs. Smooth inhale, smooth exhale. Press that right elbow back. And inhale, release the arms to warrior two. Exhale to spin the hands down. Frame that right foot. And you can shoot the right leg back. Feel free to float it through your vinyasa or meet in downward facing dog. Good. Smooth breath in. Deep breath out. Long neck, strong torso. Good. Take a moment, checking in with that breath. Finding a smooth inhale and exhale that has really no transition in between. It's super smooth. No pause, no holding of the breath. Just inhale to exhale to inhale. Inhale, pull forward into your plank pose. Good. Option to hold here, option to shift back into down dog. Or on or off the knees, you can take a couple push-ups. Just see what you need today. Elbows in by your side for push-ups. For 3, 2, 1. We all meet in downward facing dog. Inhale, lift up into the toes. Exhale, bend the knees, step or walk up to the top of the mat. Inhale, flat back. And exhale, release. Inhale, sweep the arms all the way up. And exhale, we're gonna interlace the hands again, flip the palm, and this time focus on lifting the chest and pressing the arms back. Trying to find a little arc in the spine, elbows strong and straight. Take another smooth breath here. And then exhale, release the hands, fold it forward. Inhale, lift. Exhale, reach the right leg back, left leg stays in front. And again, feel free to use that mat and fold it for your right knee to land, or just lower the right knee, relax the toes, and then rise up into that low crescent pose. Good, so we're stretching into the right hip flexor. Tends to get tight if you've been sitting all day, so squeeze that right glute to help assist that stretch. Grab your right wrist, and then pull up and over to the left. Focusing more on the up than the over. Creating space between that right wrist and that right hip crease. Smooth breath. Swivel your chest to the left just a little bit, and then tilt down to gaze at the left edge of your mat. So that little shift in movement is going to now invite the stretch into the low back on that right side, the inner thigh of the right leg, that psoas muscle that connects through the knee, through the hip, into that low back. Take another smooth breath here. And inhale, reach the arms back up, square your shoulders. Exhale, open, twist the left. Left arm goes out wide, right arm reaches forward. Inhale, back up. Exhale, fold the hands down. Curl the back toe under, lift the back knee. Spin the right heel down to the floor to open up to your warrior two. Good, deep bend in that left knee. Take a moment, straighten the left leg. Feel the weight shift into that space between the big toe and the rest of the foot. Exhale, rebend, push into the left heel. Left arm reaches forward. Exhale, reverse warrior. Good, and just like when we were in crescent, think more about the up than the over. How much space can you create between the left fingertips and the left hip? And then inhale, come back to your warrior two. Re-straighten the left leg. Feel free to shorten your stance for triangle pose. Square the hips, square the shoulder, micro bend in that left knee, and then hinge and reach for triangle pose. Good, again, make sure there's no curve in that right side. Flatten the right ribs, elongate the left. Feel as though you have 4 planks of wood pressing into the torso, strengthening the spine as you elongate through the hamstrings. Deep breath. Inhale, rise back up. Exhale, deep bend in that left heel. Push into the heel, reach the left arm forward. Exhale, one more reverse warrior. This time bend the top elbow, left hand goes behind the head. Press your head back, press the left elbow back, and open through the heart. Smooth ocean breaths. Back of the throat gently constricted. And release, warrior two. Exhale, spin the hands down, frame the left foot. You can shoot the left leg back. Feel free to float it through your vinyasa, or just meet in your downward facing dog. Take a few smooth breaths here, always knowing you have child's pose available if you need a little break. Take a big inhale through the nose. Big exhale at the mouth. And then gently inhale, pull forward into your plank, and then lower down to your knees. You can roll onto one hip and extend your legs forward. Flexing the feet, straighten the legs, reach your arms up high. And exhale, hinge at the hips, keeping your spine long and strong. And then at that final moment, you can soften your spine. If you feel any tension in the low back, make sure you have a little mini bend in the knees as well. And take those smooth inhales, smooth exhales. And slowly unwind, rising back up. And make your way onto your back. And pull the knees into the chest. You can extend your left leg forward, right knee comes in. Exhale into your twist. Right knee goes to the left, gaze to the right. And if you'd like to deepen your twist, you can inch your left shoulder closer to the left edge of the mat. You can also add a little push with your left hand pushing on the upper right thigh just a little bit. Take another deep breath here. Relax the belly. And then slowly unwind and switch. Left knee comes in, right leg goes long. And then exhale, pull that left knee over to the right. And you can gaze the left, feeling free to inch the right shoulder closer to the edge of the mat. Feeling free to use the right hand to add a little push of the left thigh away from you. Smoothest inhales, deepest exhales. Bringing out the body. And gently release and move into happy baby. You can grab the outer edges, the feet, ankles, knees. Maybe adding a little rock side to side. Maybe adding a straightening of one leg, both legs. And then slowly release the legs into Shavasana. So legs are out wider than the mat, shoulders relaxed, palms face the ceiling. And all together we'll take a deep inhale through the nose, fill your lungs, fill every inch of the body, all the way in. Big exhale out the mouth. Feel the jaw relax. Feel the space between the eyebrows relax. Just start to sense a calm, a quiet, as you absorb the benefits of your practice. Start to just notice the tips of the toes, the tips of the fingers, where your body ends, where the air begins. And gently invite breath into the tips of the fingers and toes as you add some wiggles, deepening the inhale, deepening the exhale. And slowly bend the knees, rolling them into the chest. Give yourself a tight little hug, maybe a rock side to side. And then reach your right arm up and over and roll onto the right side, using your upper arm like a pillow. Take a deep breath here. And then using your left hand, you can rise up to sit. Finding a comfortable seat. Tall spine, bring your hands to your heart. And with your eyes closed or softly gazing at the floor, take another deep breath. Feeling your heart beat against the thumbs. Feeling your breath graze across the fingers and recognizing the power you have in taking care of this vessel, taking care of this home for the soul. I thank you so much for your practice. Namaste.